Spotted a 45-foot bus wrapped in a giant $1 trillion bill rolling through Rochester today. You're not imagining things. It's a moving protest against Donald Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill, which just passed the Senate and now heads to the House. Opponents hope to bring the bill and the bus to a halt. Our Sonata McCall joins us now with why this big green machine says it won't stop until Congress does. Sonata.
Hey, Cammie. Yes, through the organization Fair Share America, they're wanting to make one message clear: to stop the billionaire giveaway in response to the One Big Beautiful Bill. They say the bill is ultimately taking from the poor and giving to the rich.
This isn't a bill that saves money. In fact, it adds to the deficit. And this bill increases work requirements, which are not work requirements. What they are is bureaucratic requirements.
Backers of Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill say it helps working people by cutting taxes for families and for tipped and overtime workers like firefighters. They say it also boosts border security, speeds up oil and gas projects by easing rules from the Biden era, and lowers costs for businesses. Supporters call it a practical plan to grow the economy and make life more affordable.
Passing this abomination of a federal budget, right.
However, the organization of Monday's Stop the Billionaire Giveaway bus tour says those in favor of this bill aren't looking at its harmful effects to the greater population, such as Medicaid restrictions, food assistance, and rollback tax credits on clean energy.
All of us, no one left behind, and making certain that there's mobilization, activation, and that people are contributing their voice.
Opponents of the bill are saying the long-term implications of short-term decisions should be considered. In this case, the $3.3 trillion deficit over the next decade this bill could bring to the nation's debt ceiling if passed.
What would it look like if we spent that much more on things that working families actually needed?
Representative Hicks says there are only 3 Republican Congress members needed to tank the bill's passing, one being Brad Finstad, who represents a large portion of southern Minnesota. Jake Johnson, a Democrat who is running for the District 1 seat, has been vocal about his opposition to the bill.
We've been told time and time again by the billionaire and ruling class that we need to fight over the table scraps that they throw off their table. And so it's either health and human services or it's education, but you can't have both, folks.
They crossed a line. They went too far. They took too much. They lied one too many times.
We want health care, not another billionaire. We want health care.
Now, the One Big Beautiful Bill, around 940 pages long, was first introduced back in May. The House approved its version of the bill last month, but there are still some key differences. And for the legislation to reach the president, the House must now agree to the Senate's version. And if the House makes any changes, the Senate would have to approve those too. Cammie?
All right, Sonata, thanks so much. President Donald Trump has made it clear he would like to have this bill passed in both the House and Senate by Friday, the 4th of July.